Halo makes me sad. So, the past few weeks, I have been getting back into the mood of, hey, you know what? I want to play some Halo. And this mood always comes in at least once a year for me. I always get the urge, I'm like, you know what? I want to play the Halo games again. Sometimes that means one of them, a few of them, all of them, except for this one. But I always just have the urge. I'm like, I want to play Halo again. And thanks to the MCC on Steam now, I always have that option. And every time I go back to playing Halo, I have a good time. Sometimes there's a few frustrations here and there, but I just have such a great time playing this game. Playing all these games. ODST is my personal favorite, and I really like Reach as well, but the original trilogy is also fantastic. But as of recently, I've just been having this feeling as I was playing it, still having a good time, but then I just get incredibly sad just because we're never going to get these games again. These games are never going to... They're never going to become what they used to be. And I know some of you might be rolling your eyes like, oh great, another nostalgic-filled fucking Halo fan that's just spouting nonsense. And yeah, I know. You see a lot of these videos all over the place. And I'm not going to go into that. You know, I have my opinions on Halo 4 and 5 and Infinite multiplayer. I've never played Infinite's campaign. I have no interest in playing Infinite's campaign, personally. Maybe that'll change in the future, but it's just one of those things where I just get really sad thinking about it. Because I came into the series with Halo Reach. So I was late. I was still in the Bungie era, but I was pretty late, but this was back in the time, you know, Xbox Live was still going strong. We had Halo 3 was still up and running. Halo Reach custom games were absolutely fantastic, and I got into the series just loving all of them. And just thinking, man, these games just have so much. They have so much love for it, for just the games as a whole and the lore. And if the games were going to go on, at least the lore could have went on. And, I mean, that didn't really end up being the case. And now the show has been canceled, which personally is a positive because the show was not great, but overall, it's feeling more over than it already was with the Halo series. Because there was always bad content that was being made, and then there was also subpar content, but like the show was just not good, and now it's just canceled. And I just come to this realization that when it comes to the Halo community, we are all just in the different stages of grief. And I've been in acceptance for a long time. And I think I'm just at the stage where the acceptance stage of just revisiting those old moments of looking back at Xbox Live and looking back at my childhood of playing Halo Reach custom games with my friends. And, you know, you can still find custom games through the server browser. And it's fun. But it's not the same. And I'm not going to go on and say, like, oh, modern gaming is ruined and all that shit, because that's not fucking true. That's all bullshit anyway. There are good games out there. No one's stopping you from playing the old games. Go play them, man. The only person that's going to stop you is Nintendo, because they don't fucking do shit. But it just reminds me, it gives me a lot of feelings, and I think that's why Halo itself has, like, this very strong feeling. I would say, like, Halo and a lot of Nintendo games, any old game in general, any old, like, Nintendo, BioWare, Bungie, like, a lot of these old games have such a strong nostalgia feel. Nostalgia's not always a good thing. And it's just a very bittersweet feeling every time I play it now. And I would like to talk about it in a more in-depth video, and maybe I will someday, but it just makes me sad, man. It really does. It makes me sad just thinking about these good old days. And I'm glad they happened. But we're never going to be at the top as it was before. And even with the lore, it just feels like everything is just over. Which, maybe it's for the best, but that's just it. But yeah, that's about all I want to say.